Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and Jacob. We, I knew you would like that. We are going to be talking about a couple of things. One will be the Great Furry Antifa War. This I really need to hear about, and apparently Doku knows about this. What's that say about you, Doku? And then we're going to be saying stuff that's going to get us shot. No, I'm not actually joking. If we disappear off of the internet, there is a reason. Okay? Just put out a GoFundMe for us. Let's put it that way.
Oh, let's be honest. If they did, the GoFundMe would take it down and steal the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, do tell me about this great Antifa war. I am fascinated.
So what ended up happening is, I believe this was last week, maybe the week before. There was a bunch of Antifa that were in a neighborhood. I don't know if it was urban, suburban, what have you, but they were walking around doing Antifa stuff. But they were all armed, which it's their right to be. So not knocking them for that. So I guess there was a homeowner who is not pro Antifa. And apparently he came outside, was telling them, get out of my neighborhood, don't come on my property, blah, blah, blah. Like, I guess he was armed. I don't know if he was openly brandishing a weapon, if he was carrying a concealed carry. I don't know. I don't have the details on that one. But, so apparently some shooting started. One woman was killed. I believe he was critically injured. I don't know if he died or not, but it was like 4 injured and 2 dead, something like that. But
wow.
And Tifa's big thing is like, oh, well, this guy is a furry, and furries have a white nationalist problem because I guess furries are Nazis now. I don't know why that's kind of the go-to thing. Like, well, this guy was a furry, and furries therefore it's like, well, wait. I thought I've known quite a few furries actually. Don't judge me. I don't have control over who I meet on the internet. Sorry, but from what I can tell, the majority of them are either very progressive or politically disengaged. I'm not sure where this furries have a white nationalist problem narrative comes from. It sounds like made up bullshit, but then again, we're talking about Antifa.
I'm going to be sending you a picture. I would like you to put it on screen for people to see. This is where it comes from.
Okay, give me a moment.
I'm not wrong, am I?
I mean, you have a bit of a point. Oh, hold on.
No names. No names. We don't say anything. We just put that picture up.
I'll just leave that there.
Yep. And this explains Antifa and their feelings, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know.
It's a better explanation than I got. Might as well just leave that picture up for the rest of the stream.
Yep. It fits far too disturbingly accurately. That's the problem.
Oh, no, but see, this cat definitely has white supremacy because there's only a little bit of black and it's on its head.
Yep.
That is definitely a white supremacist cat.
Yeah, but hold up. Falcon, are you telling me that you're going to be cheering for Antifa now? There is no excuse for that, okay? I would rather cheer on the furries than Antifa. I'm just saying. Hell, I'd rather cheer on the I'm having trouble saying this. French than the Antifa. That's how bad they are.
Oh god, I would love to see a bunch of freaking blue wolf furries goose stepping in Nazi outfits waving French flags, just marching down the streets of Portland. Just confuse the shit out of everyone.
Yep. We are about to be visited by Batman.
Oh boy.
Yep.
This will get fun.
Oh, it's going to get really interesting. Like I said, the second part of this is going to get really we are going to get in trouble for what may be said. Okay, and I don't think you're going to disagree with me, but nonetheless,
I'm waiting for that part of the conversation myself because I have noticed some oddities, shall we say? But that
hmm
we'll get to that after. Well, first off, I guess are there any more questions you have about the furry on Antifa violence?
no, but I do need to say one thing. Fuck this shit. And Girardi, I would cheer on the French rather than cheer on Antifa. Okay, that is how low I consider Antifa.
I mean, I still
They are
stand by
so.
what we said on MC's or I mean Nomad's
Yeah.
show the other day where hey guys, you're anti-fascist, you want to go bash the fash? I apparently Putin's a fascist now, so go on, get on the boat, get on the airplane, go over to Ukraine, and once you're done over in Ukraine, go take back the motherland, install your communist utopia. You'll all be happy. Fascist now,
Yep.
so
You know why they want to bash the fash? It's because they can never get to bash the gash. That's the problem. Hey, Batman.
What do you do with Justin Trudeau's cat?
How could you say that? Poor kitty. Apart from that, you know it looks tougher than Trudeau.
Jensen.
hmm
Yeah. A zygote looks tougher than Justin Trudeau.
This is a fair statement. I'm actually okay with that. Now, Batman, I'm actually not. This part is not me joking. I'm actually being serious now. If you wish to step away because of some of the things that may be being said, I understand. But I fully expect us to get in deep, deep trouble for what may be coming out soon. Okay, mate? I am warning you. I'm not kidding. We may get in trouble for this.
Right. You might have to reinvite me because I haven't logged in. Apparently. So I shall probably be back.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for this one, Doku?
Oh, you know what? I said we were going to keep this picture up, but I feel like it's actually going to distract from the mood of the conversation. And
Yeah,
let's be
well,
honest, if that was Trudeau's cat, we know who's really calling the shots, and it's definitely not Trudeau.
no. Okay. All right. Oh, Batman reappeared, then disappeared again. Let's try again. Okay. This little incident that's going on in Ukraine. Notice I do not call it a war as other people are calling it, and I have a damn good reason for this. One, Doku, that video I showed you,
Yeah.
the MRLS attack. Now, there are certain things we could quite clearly say about this, like bloody there are parts of London that actually look more dangerous and more like decrepit than an area that's supposed to have had an MRLS attack. It's almost funny.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll go ahead and do this just so everybody listening in can see exactly what we're talking about. Because this doesn't look like an area that just got struck by an MLRS attack.
No. Okay. Let's be blunt. You can still see windows. You can still see roofs. You can still see buildings. If no more or less hit that, you will be looking a big ass crater, and that's pretty much all there would be. If at any point you disagree, Doku, please do step in and say so.
I mean, I can't. I have a question.
Yes?
It's not just that there's still branches on the tree. There's still
Mhm.
twigs on the fucking branches. The roofs
Yeah.
are still on the buildings. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
there's still window frames.
Yeah.
This just looks like a rundown neighborhood in Detroit.
Yes.
And to be fair, the media has been notorious, and it's been called out quite frequently on Twitter over the past day or two, I've noticed. But they're very bad about recycling images for headlines and articles and such. I would wager money that they didn't have footage or photography of the area that got struck, so they just slapped. It's like, yeah, this looks bad enough. No one's gonna question it, right?
Oh, are you ready now? Because trust me, that's not the part that makes you think. Okay, are you ready?
But I am now.
Okay,
See, back
Yep.
to whatever passes for normal.
good enough. Doku, you've seen various images of this event going on in. You know what? Shorty's right. Detroit actually does look worse. She is
Uh,
right there.
And that
How
just makes
can
my
you
point.
hold on, Shirley? I've seen pictures of Detroit. I've seen documentaries about Detroit. I've heard people talking about Detroit. How can you tell the rundown areas from the good areas?
That's a valid
They're
question.
answering me. Yep.
I mean, come on. If they dropped a dirty bomb on Detroit, it would improve it.
Urban renewal.
It makes Sunderland look like a gentrified state.
Yep.
And Gideos, Cobber.
Right. Now, as I say, you've seen various images. I specifically made sure I gave you that link to the news website for you to examine. I assume you've actually been looking at that website, Doku.
Yeah, I've been scrolling through, and a lot of the stuff I see, I'm very skeptical of.
It's about to get worse. Now, I realise that you two probably haven't been around war zones that much, but trust me when I say that urban war zones are really kind of a dirty place.
Yeah.
And
Well,
there
I
is
mean,
one thing that is.
Jensen, let's
Go
be honest here. I mean, I was too young to get involved in any of the wars the UK has been fighting in earlier on. And looks like you're going to be too old this time round.
Yep. Here's a thing for you guys to do. Basically, I'm setting some homework for you two. Ready? Try and find a picture where they show a vehicle or a building or, in fact, anything that's been attacked and you see some blood stains.
I have actually seen one.
Mm.
Count it, one.
Yeah, notice.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
pictures. Yeah, you're right. There's always bloodstains.
Yeah,
If
blood is one of
they're
them
on the
things that you
side
see.
or the back, that's people have been shot either inside or outside the vehicle and injured. If it's on the front, that's because the person driving was trying to get out of the way of the war zone very quickly.
Yep. The point is there is no error in this. There is no, oh, maybe you didn't notice. See, because Nomad and I just spent the past hour and a half examining several pictures looking for blood. They show a vehicle that has basically been pretty much wrecked. Okay, it's
No blood.
No blood, none at all.
Those two, are they holding cardboard cutouts?
Yes.
That's exactly what it looks like. They're cardboard fucking cutouts.
Yes.
I-
You want toy
I'll-
guns?
We shoot you with cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody needs confirmation, yes, they are spray painted black.
Yeah. Yes, Matt. He's literally just put out. It's beautiful, isn't it? Just wow.
Like, and for the record, this is from Fox, so
Yeah.
don't think that I'm playing partisan politics here. This is from fucking Fox.
Okay.
Right.
Doku. There apparently the Ukrainians have killed a Russian. I want you to listen very carefully. General. Okay.
Can I make another point about this picture? These are supposed to be Ukrainian fighters, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're too clean.
Yeah.
This
They
guy is
look
wearing
too relaxed.
This guy is wearing Puma pants and a freaking Nike.
Doesn't matter what they're wearing. It doesn't matter what they're wearing. They could be wearing anything. They're too clean. They look too relaxed. Neither of them look frightened.
Yep.
And God, no, it is fake as fake can be.
Yep.
If that camera's dropped away, you'd probably see fucking London or something behind there.
Yep.
This is what What military or branch or country do you think this BDU is?
Choi Town.
I agree with that.
Because I didn't notice the BDU, but that's definitely a BDU. So there's someone.
BDU.
Yes.
BDU, come on. Bomb disposal unit.
I'll leave that for you, Doku. Enjoy that one.
Belly dancing unit. Come on, what do you mean by BDU?
Oh wait, that's not a battle dress uniform.
All right.
No, BDU.
No, that isn't about. No, it's probably a combat jacket somebody's bought and stuck a patch on.
Yep.
Well, I'm curious.
Oh my god! I just I recognise that
What
that
patch do
pattern
you
as
think
well.
that is?
Hold on, that camouflage pattern. My dad left the army in 1976, I believe, right? And you know, you're regular. You get you get to buy certain pieces of your gear, right?
Yep.
He had 3 combat jackets, right? And this is from 76, British Army.
Yeah.
It was that pattern.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious. It was that fucking pattern.
Wow.
When do you think this image is from?
It's somewhere. Is it probably in London? It might even be in fucking a photographer's studio.
Yeah. Batman, check your DMs. I'm just about to send you a picture, mate. And Doku, no words. This is what Putin really looks like.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before on a documentary.
It says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
And if he takes that mask off, he actually looks like Biden. And if he takes that mask off and removes the hidden corset, he turns into Boris Johnson.
You know, I believe all of those statements. That's the disturbing part. But I'm actually putting this out to all of you, okay?
You're putting it out, are you?
As often as possible. Try and find some video images where it actually shows the image of a battle where there's been blood. Now,
you can't.
You can't. You may, like it says, you may find one, maybe.
And
you
generally you can't see much because of all the dust and smoke. Even in a modern battle, there's a lot of dust and smoke.
Well, and to be fair, the one image that I did see that did show casualties, it would be difficult to tell if it was blood or a grease stain.
Yeah.
It's probably a combination of the two.
Yeah.
You know, you're probably right.
That's why they call it greasy smear, you know.
Fair point.
Fair statement. Falcon, I would love to show you it. If Doku wants to send that image and put it on the screen, that's up to him. I am not in control of anything he chooses to put on the screen.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it's not like I would ever do anything of the sort at all. I'm a good guy.
I was Matt Barkley here. Ban assault cardboard.
I agree.
The rounds that thing's firing, the amount of paper cuts it will give you.
Yeah. Yeah, we would never put this image on the screen. This isn't, because we're not showing this image, this is not what Putin really looks like, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's just trying to get abreast of the situation.
Yeah, yep.
And I think he might have boobed.
Oh, no. Okay, respect for that dad joke there. I like that one.
You can actually see that Putin like that in a special film. I think it's on that kids' channel, Nickelodeon.
Yes.
All right, well, that's enough of that.
Yeah, I'm really milking it now, aren't I?
Oh, really? Milking it? You're even going with that one? Oh, wow. Right, no, seriously, guys.
Okay. Yeah, I mind if Putin saw that, he'd feel a right tit, wouldn't he?
And the left would, and the left one as well. Right, there's as I say, a Russian general, and again, I state general. And
there are no Russian generals anywhere near fucking the Ukraine at the moment.
Apparently, he was actually driving around with a tank group that actually got killed. Now,
I know a religious song about that.
yeah,
Load of bollocks, load of bollocks, load of bollocks, load of bollocks, load of bollocks.
mate, you can't imagine how bad this is. Okay. One of the things you would define about a general is they're generally
Generalish.
old.
Uh,
Are you okay with that as a statement?
And surrounded by masses of bodyguards, especially if they're in the
Yes.
field. You
Yes.
cannot get near the fuckers.
No, I completely agree. Unfortunately, I don't have the image. Only Nomad has it at this moment. I wish I could show it to you, but if you ever get to see this image of the Russian general, and I'm saying it again that
It's a
way,
16-year-old girl.
actually, you're not necessarily that far off. He looks at most, and I really think I am taking the piss when I say this, he looks between 25 and 35, a general.
Well,
Really?
go ahead and tell me what you guys think. There we go.
That's him! That's him! Look at that guy! It's a kid! That's coming from me!
Yeah, and
Oh.
that's even in the Russian army. That is not a regulation beard.
Yeah, no.
He's apparently this is a Russian Chechenian, so
Okay, but nonetheless,
Doesn't matter.
one, you would not be allowed to have that face fur if you was in the military. I don't care what rank you are, especially seeing as gas weapons are theoretically going to be used. I mean, good God, could you imagine trying to put a gas mask on over that afro? I mean, really? He is so dead, it's not even
I
funny.
think I found the real photo. Let's see if
Uh-huh.
it's on my screen. Share screen.
all right, let me stop sharing this real quick.
Screen.
Yep. But Doku, did you look at that face?
Right. Not
That
one.
is a general? Really?
And I don't know how they do things in the
Right.
Chechen
Can you see it now?
Nothing. Hasn't come up at all, mate. Sorry.
Hold on.
Yep, nice try though. Send it to
Let me
Doku,
try
he
again.
doesn't know how to do it.
String on. Allow.
Yes. we have
Right.
it.
There you go. There's the real picture.
Oh my God, that actually does look older than the other guy. Hey, at least it's clean shaven. Yeah. Wow. But seriously though, okay, if that was your general, you wouldn't take orders from that. I mean, Christ almighty.
Oh, I'd ask him to go and ask his mum if he's got permission to be out.
Yes. This is why, and this is where I'm about to get in trouble.
I mean, it's as bad as when they tried to.
Batman, hold up. I'm about to get in trouble for this. Yeah. This is why Nomad and I, when we were discussing it, we were talking for about an hour and a half on this. He defined it as kabuki theatre. I define it as smoke and mirrors. I do not think there is a war. I think that this is some sort of setup, because every single thing that they are showing involving this looks almost staged to me.
Yeah, and there's also the fact that it seems like the globalist lefties are losing their hold on the world.
Yeah.
Let's just do a brief experiment just to kind of drive the point home about what we're talking about, because again, there are some oddities to say the least. So I pulled the name of that supposed general.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it into a DuckDuckGo search. Let's see what results we get when we go to images.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Same image, irrelevant image, different image, same guy, same image, plus he has a TikTok, apparently. Irrelevant.
That beard, it doesn't look real.
No, it doesn't, does it?
And see, look at all of these, the same pictures, especially the ones with the red circle.
The
uniform looks fake.
I don't think I have to spell it out for people, but when you're looking for propaganda, this is the type of shit you look for. This isn't even well hidden. Like,
No, this is what I'm telling you. I don't, and this is my opinion. I do not think that this is actually, in truth, a real war.
If it
I
is,
really think it is smoke and mirrors.
put it this way: if it is, it does drag the rest of us in. I'm glad I'm 58 because I'd not fight for this country. I mean, the country that I grew up in, I'd fight for, but that country doesn't exist anymore.
No, I agree, mate. I really do. It's. I'll be blunt. It's bollocks. It really is. Okay, and I realise.
Hold on, I've got to ask Jacob something. What do you mean transgender? It's not Thomas the fucking Tank Engine in a dress.
Or he's trying to suggest that Thomas the Tank Engine, its name is actually Thomasina. Now we know Thomas was a train. Okay, good to know.
right. Just to do the same. To do the same little experiment. This is Google image search, not DuckDuckGo.
Yep.
And I'm actually getting less images. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a clear-cut case of bullshit.
Yep. Well, you mean the cardboard rifles didn't give it away?
I mean, I tried to give him maybe a little bit of credit there. It might have just been a training exercise from the 1970s.
Yeah, and Jacob, you get no sympathy from me after what you said about Star Trek, so fuck you.
But you see what I mean, Batman? I didn't know if you wanted to be involved in that purely because saying that this entire war is fake, and I'm stating it's fake, you'll probably find in a few weeks that, and again, this was a conversation that Nomad and I actually had. This could well be Putin and Voliev, or whatever his bloody name is, the Ukrainian guy, getting rid of dissidents.
Oh, Zelensky.
There you go. That would be a really good way of just getting rid of these people.
I mean, I said it on Nomad stream yesterday, and I'll say it here again today. It does seem like Russia and Ukraine are using a lot of their equipment that is dated. It's almost like they're trying to get rid of it because trying to disassemble and dispose of the equipment would probably be more costly.
It's like turning around and expecting the Americans to turn up with a bunch of Sherman tanks and say, that's our army. You know, it was your army back in the 40s, not now, though.
Oh, again, that's what was the designation of the MiG that got shot down? What was it, like 25?
Yeah.
Yeah. When was the MiG-25 developed? I'm gonna look this up.
80s, I think.
MiG-25.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Foxtrot, right?
I'd like it official. Jacob is gayer than a Liberace fan convention.
Yep.
Sorry, impersonator convention.
Yep.
Okay, so the MiG-25, the first prototype flew in 1964 and it entered service in 1970.
Oh, wow, it's even older than I thought. Okay.
Oh, yeah, this was the Fox-Bat. The Foxtrot was the 31. So,
yeah.
Yeah, this isn't even the Foxtrot. This is the predecessor to the Foxtrot. Entered service in 1970. This is what they're flying?
It kind of makes me wonder, all right, if that's what the Russians have got, why the fuck are we scared of these people?
Yeah. Hold on. It'll come to me.
Yeah, keep on thinking about it.
The back end of the Soviet Union. Yeah. When Gorbachev was trying to slowly steer it into a more Western style government, democratic and shit like that.
Yeah.
The Baltic Fleet was stuck in harbour, rusting away because they couldn't afford to pay the fucking the maintenance crews or even the sailors.
Yeah.
It was not seaworthy. Their armored divisions of their armies weren't much better.
Yep.
The thing is, Yeah, the West should have really gotten behind Gorbachev and kept him in power. And kept his reforms going the way he wanted to, because we would have ended up with a stable Russia as our neighbour, which would have benefited us all, apart from the EU. But we don't want anything to benefit the EU.
Fair.
And again, this entire situation, it's technically not a war. It's a quote, somewhat violent peacekeeping mission.
Sure.
But it does seem like there are quite a few oddities, discrepancies. I mean, that map that you've sent me, I've tried to go through and look at a lot of it. You can't find images that actually correlate with what's actually being said. Even through all the live stream videos I've been watching over the past 3-4 days now, I've seen one what would pass as a combat incident, and that was the cruise missile that got shot down over Kiev.
Yeah.
So I at least can confirm that, because I saw it live on stream and I heard the air raid siren go off before it, yada yada. But that is the only thing I've seen. I've heard a lot of noises. I've heard jets flying overhead. I've heard air raid sirens. I've seen video cameras from border checkpoints and border crossings. So I've seen vehicles and stuff move around. I've seen 2 images, one of a helicopter getting shot down and crashing into a lake, and then the other would be the video that's going around of the Hinds that were firing off the flares, because apparently they were under missile attack. But the weird thing is, I don't see any plume or trail from a missile. I just see them firing off flares. So I can't even confirm if there was a missile or not.
Fair. Batman, the thing Doku and I are talking about with the news map, I've sent it to you, mate. Make use of it, okay? It's currently set for Ukraine, but I'm pretty sure that with a bit of experimentation you'll work out how to use it and how to check out other places. But enjoy yourself, mate. It's rather interesting. As in, it will give you shit literally minutes after it's happened. It's as fresh as it gets.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Just don't ask how I got it. Okay.
See, okay, This is a good example of the type of shit I'm talking about. Hold on, let me share the screen for everybody real quick.
Cool.
Just give me a moment. Share screen.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
Give me 5 seconds.
There we go. 5. Yeah, no, he was right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Heavy fire.
Just under heavy fire. It looks like a boring Sunday.
Is the audio coming through?
Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
One done. Done. Yeah.
That's the same. It's the same one.
Done.
Yeah. See, this is the type of crap I'm talking about. Like,
I don't know. One fucking tank on a loop, and it's probably not actually a tank. It's probably another cardboard fucking cutout on top of a fucking Skoda.
I love the concept that is supposed to be heavy fire.
The thing is, I don't know. I'm sure the two of you have probably heard what tanks sound like when they're going over pavement. I can't tell if that's gunshot or the sounds of the treads on the pavement.
It sounded more like somebody rattling something while it was a bit windy outside.
Yeah. He's not wrong there.
Mixed with ordinary city sounds.
But these are the type of videos that are going around. That wasn't even the one I was looking for. The one I was actually trying to find doesn't seem to be on Twitter anymore.
Oh, so I wonder why.
Yeah. You see what I mean about this? As I say, Nomad and I were chatting about this, okay? It just does not feel right. There is something going on that we are missing.
It's probably some kind of American plot.
I believe it.
I mean,
I don't know it's American, but I believe it is most definitely a plot.
Let's face it, the Americans have been after Russia since before the revolution. The
Yeah.
American Revolution, not the Russian one.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have to. I mean, first off, you're not wrong, but I just ran across something. I need to share this because I want to get your guys' reaction to this one because
Okay.
wow. I won't spoil it. Just
Okay. Mm-hmm.
let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
Go
Go.
ahead.
Пазыки работают по танкам, блядь.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Россия, суки! Пазыки
Yeah. So this is what they say about the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, the missile, no. If that was an anti-tank weapon, it wouldn't be a missile.
Nope.
And you would see the fucking backblast.
Yep.
He would have set fire to the fucking trees behind him.
Oh yeah. I mean, all I can say is every time I see that, I just can hear the rest of my guys going, "Send it," just before they launch it. But you know, like you said, there would be no tree; it would just be a burning wreck.
Yeah.
Almost funny.
Yeah, see, this is the type of crap I'm talking about, where it's like, yeah, they're blowing up tanks at Kiev. It's like,
Oh, put it back up. Put it back up. I just want. Play the video again.
okay, hold on one moment. Let me pull it. Oh, different.
It's been deleted.
Nope, different tweet, same video.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
And here we go.
Yeah.
Right. Got the guy there. Clearly visible. Anybody can see that guy fucking filming him. And look, that tank's not fucking moving.
Nah.
Пазыки работают по танкам, блядь.
It's not at a fucking patrol point or anything. It's just sat there in the fucking middle. Guys, come and get me. No. I mean, a tank idle like that would not be stuck by itself. There would be a support group round it.
Yep.
Probably not
Yeah.
a real tank.
Smoke and mirrors. I'm telling you now, this whole thing is a load of rubbish.
And that's probably some fucking quarry that the BBC used to film Doctor Who in.
And
Yeah.
let's just watch it one more time just to see how full of shit this is.
Пазыки работают по танкам, блядь, ебать. Гори, Россия, суки!
You know what? I'm not even thoroughly convinced that video even took place in Ukraine.
No, you listen to the voice. That sounds suspiciously. How am I going to put this? Middle Eastern.
Yeah. So,
It
yeah. So it's probably somewhere outside of Birmingham.
As you know, I can prove it wasn't in Birmingham. I didn't see that. Didn't see that tank up on bricks. Did you?
Yeah, like it was actually a fucking tank.
Oh, here's the video I was looking for. All right, let me go ahead and do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was something iffy about the scale of that tank as well.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, the bridge. Yeah.
This is the only one I've seen where it might actually be. There might actually be a
Can you
fire
full
mission
screen
going
it?
on. Oh yeah, hold on.
Didn't have a similar videos of this the last time Russia was fighting with the Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
This is also supposedly quote heavy fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, I really want to put a theme tune over this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ding, 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 ch, ch, ding,
Mhm.
ding, 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 ding. Yeah, Thomas
Yeah.
fucking Tank Engine
Yeah. I agree.
with Vladimir Putin as the fat controller.
I'm still waiting for the large caliber artillery shells to come crashing into that bridge and sink all these tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting. At least half the column's crossed by now. Still
Yeah.
waiting.
Modern technology, you wouldn't use large caliber artillery shells. Couple of fucking wire guided missiles that do the job.
Well, it is Ukraine we're talking about, so they can't even seem to find. Well, to be fair, apparently they've had a few javelin missiles that have scored some kills, but I haven't seen any video of it, so I can only go on what the Ukrainian media, the Russian media tells me.
So that I'm looking at this and I'm imagining how many of my guys would just go in as sappers and the bridge would collapse and that would be it for
Yeah.
tanks.
I mean, if you were worried about an invasion, wouldn't you have pre-wired key bridges to get blown up before this even happens? Like, I'm pretty sure that's the way we do things in a real war.
Do you see my point though? Does it or does it not look like this is some sort of setup?
Like I said, I've noticed a lot of things that strike me as very strange or not exactly this. I am by no means an experienced military officer or anything, but this sure as shit is not the way I would be conducting a war if I was serious.
No.
What does it have to do with how you conduct a war if you're the dog star or not?
Well, my point is, if I have that many troops and I know my enemy is this ill-prepared, if I could take one of their most key airfields the first day of fighting, number one, that is going to be the position I fortify the most. You better damn well bet your bottom dollar that before that airfield is even has the remote possibility of being reclaimed by the enemy, I'm going to have frickin' at least 3 or 4 airplanes worth of infantry troops just coming in to fortify the position. I'm not going to go
with the Doku. I've got to bask in this because I've actually hurt Jensen's brain.
Yes. Would you mind explaining this dog star thing again, please?
Well, they said if he was serious.
This is revenge for that insect joke, isn't it?
This is revenge for all of the jokes.
Right, hold up. Nomad, I'm going to send you the link. Please come in on this one.
Don't let that yank in here.
Oh, no. This will be the one time that I really could do with him popping in on this. Just because of the conversations we've been having. Link has been sent to you, sir.
And Jensen, you have far more experience with military than I do. What if you were serious about taking Ukraine or even just forcing them onto the negotiating table just to ensure that they don't join NATO and you can demilitarize them? How would you go about doing it? Because I have a feeling your method and my method probably aren't too far off, and it sure as shit ain't what we're seeing.
Thermonuclear destruction.
I'm actually comfortable with that as a concept. But no, what, Doku? In a battlefield situation, if you want to claim any sort of basic control of an area, you control the air. Now, Russia has got, and when Nomad gets here, I'm hoping he'll back me up on this, have got something like about 100 times the number of aircraft that Ukraine has. And somehow Ukraine is winning. I'm sorry, no comprehendi. Worst case scenario, Russia puts up 10 planes per Ukrainian plane and crashes into the bloody things.
See, the problem is price. Putin probably can't afford to replace any of them.
Well, dude, that kind of goes back to my point. They seem to be using a lot of outdated technology. Like,
and he's probably
borrowed gen aircraft. They're not using it either fifth and sixth.
Hold on a minute, Doku. No. The thing is, when the Soviet Union fell apart, most of the less savory parts of the Russian government went into the Russian mafia, right?
Yep.
Like the KGB, GRU, people like that.
Yep.
So most of the Russian military assets went to the Russian mafia as well, didn't they? So all these jets that and tanks and shit that Putin's got to throw at the Ukraine, he's having to borrow from the Russian mafia. So he's not going to throw them up in the air in case they get blown up. And yeah, he's got to answer to the Russian mafia for losing their stuff.
Yeah, but dude, he is using firepower that actually makes you look young. I don't mean that in a nasty way, okay? We have proved this.
He's using firepower that still makes Nomad look old.
That's
But
not
then
that
again,
difficult.
then again, if he was just throwing rocks at the Ukraine, he'd still be using firepower that makes Nomad look old.
Fair point. Hey, memes.
Hello, memes.
Memes. One sec. Memes. I don't know if you've checked your DMs, but I sent you a link to a website you really, really want to make use of, mate. It's kind of good for checking up this kind of shit.
I thought you sent the website, the link to that website where they sell magic mushrooms.
No, I'm keeping that one for private use.
And for the record, Sharadi, I'm kind of glad you brought that up. Antifa throwing fireworks and bricks in Portland and Seattle looks more violent than what I'm seeing coming out of Ukraine.
Yeah.
Hello, Shaz.
First of all, I hope you're feeling better, hon. You understand what I mean?
Oh, she been a bit unwell, has she?
Not well. Nomad, welcome, sir. I'm doing a level best to get ourselves shot.
Hello, Growbag.
And you remember the conversations we had recently. I've been repeating it to these gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Especially... Oh, sorry, man. You first.
So let's hear what you've got to say about this slow Brad.
Yeah. We're talking about the complete lack of blood. In fact, Doku has said he's seen one picture where you can see bloodstains. That's ridiculous.
Oh, yes.
There is no. If you watch how this attack is taking place, the first problem that you start with is, okay, what's the goal of any of these attacks? Because they're not what people say they are. They can't be.
No.
All right. Now, the Russians have a lot of problems, don't get me wrong, right? But they're not this inept. Okay? They really are.
Hold on. Maybe it's not smoke and mirrors. Maybe what is actually happening is Putin's found a new way to get rid of dissidents.
That's what we've said.
Well, now, it's not dissidents that I'm kind of wondering about. I'm wondering whether or not he's getting rid of other elements, right? Undesirable elements, such as certain oligarchs that have been a pain in his ass for a while. Right,
no, lads. Now tell me what a dissident is.
Well, no, the dissident
is everything you described.
Care about the dissidents the way we look at dissidents. The thing is, this isn't about getting rid of,
Dissident is somebody that the government or the rulers do not like.
Well, but what he's getting.
You don't even have to do anything.
He's not getting rid of the rule. He's getting rid of the ruling class that he's dealing with.
Because he does not like them. That makes them dissidents.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it makes them.
He is the ruling class.
They were happy with the government order as far as that goes.
I didn't say they didn't like the government. I said the government doesn't like them. That makes them dissidents.
Well,
like if you drive a truck and you live in Canada.
Well, they're corrupt. I mean, it's a way of dealing with it, so you get rid of all the other corrupt mafia bosses that prevent you from.
Yeah, but if he tries to get rid of the mafia bosses, they'll just take all the guns and planes and tanks off him again.
No, that's not going to happen if they're dying, though, is it? It's not going to happen. Because to do that, if the one thing that he's done is cause the West to freeze all of their assets, where they can't sit up there and offer anything to cause other people to sit up there and seize all the guns.
Nomad. The guy, the people with all the
Batman, one sec. Doku, we've got some popcorn. This is going to get good. Carry on.
Nonads. The guys with all the tanks and guns and bombs and shit are the Russian mafia.
Mm-hmm. they're not the only ones with it. Obviously,
Well, the ones that work anyway.
And if you take a look at how this battle is going, what's the first thing that
The other thing is, have you seen the picture of the two guys with the cardboard assault rifles?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh,
You need to
Doku.
show them the picture of the
Doku.
cardboard assault rifles,
Yep. Call out that pic, please, mate, because he needs to see it. Just
and then show them the tank attack as well.
All right. Well, when you give me the cardboard assault rifles, as you're finding it to put it up, can you tell me who was it? Were they supposed to be Russians or were they supposed to be Ukrainians?
It was
I'm
supposed to
going
be
to go
Ukrainians.
Ukrainians. You should see them. It's bad.
It's two guys who've never been anywhere near a combat zone.
Yeah.
The closest they've been to a combat zone is playing fucking World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Or watching somebody play World of Warcraft, I should say.
Well, the other thing that you start with this whole thing is the first thing that's noticeable right off the bat is the Russians have approximately 15,000 airframes, right?
Yep.
Like 6,000, I think 6,000 modern fighter jets / attack planes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not from what we've seen. It seems like they're flying stuff from the 50s.
Yeah.
Well,
Where's my wrench?
but even if they're fighters from the 50s, you still got 6,000 compared to the 200 or so that the supposed Ukrainian Air Force has.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the Ukrainian Air Force able to fly anywhere?
Yeah. There we go.
Why aren't 500 attack planes?
Take a look at them, dude. It's not even funny anymore.
Jesus.
All right. This is what
Hold on. That guy in the back. I'm sure. That's fucking Rodney from Fools and Horses.
Actually, you look like Bear Grylls. I'll be honest with you, mate. He really does. But when I see those two, all I can hear in my head is, "Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler?" I mean, really. We were famous for the wooden guns.
Bang, 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 until they run into the guy walking tankety.
Tank. Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Leroy Jenkins. Yes, Matt. I know. And in answer to your question, Batman, you might notice that there's only two people with wrenches, and that's me and Doku.
Yeah, and there's one of them.
So much easier.
And there's one of them I really don't trust.
Yeah, I don't trust Doku either.
Oh, well, there's another about Doku.
I know.
So, and this is these are supposed Ukrainians defending their town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Conveniently placed behind what looks like a plasterboard wall.
Yeah.
Notice how clean they are.
Yep.
How they don't look worried, anxious, stressed, or anything. They're relaxed.
You know, I asked Batman and Jensen this as well, so I'm going to ask you, MC, what pattern of this is?
Do it properly.
No man, my bad. But force of habit. What pattern of camo is this, and from what date, what era? Because I'm not convinced that this is an image from this century.
Well, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be.
Like I said, when my dad left the army about 76, he bought some kit. Like when he was leaving, as you're allowed to, right?
Yeah.
Part of that kit was 3 different combat jackets, and one of them was that exact pattern.
You know, I'm curious. When was Puma as a company founded?
I don't know, but I mean, obviously this is some kind of staged photo of something. But my questions still come back with, okay, if you haven't seized control of the air, then what are you trying to do? You can see, I can see no objectives that they're trying to meet with the forces that they have.
Distraction.
And Jensen, I don't know if Jensen showed you this. You want to show them that general that supposed
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the guy with the fake, the guy with the fake beard.
Yes, I did. I also showed them the MRLS attack. I'm sorry that this is the only description I can give for that is they missed. Okay.
What is it that they're trying to do? I'm still trying to understand what the Russians are supposedly trying to do. And let's go back to that one picture where they were showing the burn down at the junction at the crossroads they were talking about.
Yeah.
All you see there at this crossroad are a couple of burned out trucks. You don't see any armor.
No.
You don't see any tanks, and this was supposedly a major offensive to try and retake these crossroads.
Yeah.
Anybody, but I'm not saying that there wasn't any combat there. But that's not a major offensive when you've got freaking T-90 tanks and T-80 tanks that are actually roaming the battlefield. Now, I haven't seen one of them hit yet.
Hold on a minute. Doku, show Norman the guy taking out the tank.
Oh, okay. Hold on, give me a moment.
You like this, Norman?
And
as I wait for it to show up here.
Yep, just 1 second. Having to go through StreamYards because it's
I'm not
takes a
saying
minute.
this is just strictly kabuki theater, but I don't understand what the goal. This goal doesn't seem to be to take the Ukraine. If this goal is to take the Ukraine, truly, if this is the leadership of the Russians.
No,
right?
I've told you what it is. It's distraction. It's to distract us from how crap a world we actually live in.
So, Nomad, take a gander at this video and tell me what you think.
Full screen it.
Пазыки работают по танкам, блядь, ебать. Гори, Россия, суки! Пазыки работают по танкам, блядь, ебать. Гори, Россия, суки!
Well, what's your takeaway from that one?
That he's destroying a tank in a target practice.
Yeah, I'm looking at that tree and wondering why it's not on fire, because the backblast of that would have removed that tree.
Well, I mean, that doesn't surprise me as much as when you fire it. Okay, the guy with the camera. What's this guy with the camera doing?
Dancing around like an idiot.
All right, because if you take a look at it, he's as he rotates, as it carry this forward again. All right, keep going. Keep going. A little bit more. Let it go. Go to the point where it's looking at the tank.
Yep.
Right.
Now,
to me, that tank, if it was actually active, is looking right at these guys, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't they opening up with a couple?
The thing is, the tank looks oddly small and flattened.
Also, I just noticed this. That tank has snow on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that tank hasn't been moving for a minute.
Right. Even after the explosion. I mean, this bit here right now is after it's been hit, right?
No, this is right before it gets hit.
Yeah, let's go to right after it gets hit, where.
Yeah, it's
still
got snow on it. That's probably fucking movie charges stuck in a fucking dummy tank.
Again, I go back to my statement of smoke and mirrors. There is something going on, and it annoys me so much because I don't understand.
Once again, one other thing that I'm curious about: where are all these freaking heavy defenses? Where are all these barrier systems? Where does it show them putting up blockade barriers and simple things like anti-tank traps and the blocks, the sawtooth stuff? Where is all this stuff? Where are the concrete barriers? You got to remember,
even some fucking sandbags.
We're prepared for this for months.
So
right?
Even some fucking sandbags.
Right. Well, that's another good question. Where are the sandbags? Where are the heavy positions? it's almost as if they're what both of them are doing is coming to a conclusion to get rid of elements that are a threat to their governments.
You know, that reminds me of something I saw yesterday, and I had to call it out because I specifically remember seeing this footage. I want to see if you guys remember this. Let me find this because I got called a Russian troll for pointing out something that I thought was rather obvious, but I guess I can never really bank on people's short-term memory. Oh God, here we go. So
I don't know. My short-term memory is really. What was I talking about?
I have no idea. Nothing.
Oh.
I don't think anyone was listening. It's okay.
What?
This is funny. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and share this just because I unfortunately can't play the video for you, but what I can do is I'll go ahead and share. So this guy shared a video. It's this video right here, the protest in Kazakhstan where they were throwing Molotov cocktails at police armored vehicles.
Yeah.
And someone photoshopped in a Ukrainian flag, which is oddly stark in coloration considering that this is nighttime and there's a lot of fire going on. But you could tell it's fucking photoshopped. But calling it out got me branded a Russian troll. This is the video that I'm referring to.
Okay, Putin, let's have a look. Full screen it for us, you commie bastard.
Well, I mean, Sophie freaking freaked out when I sat up there and told him watching that the Palestinian holding the one flag was supposedly swinging a sling at a bunch of.
So they were trying to claim that this was in Kiev last night.
Okay.
This is just kind of my point about the level of misinformation that's going on because people see one flag, they immediately assume, oh, it has to be Ukraine, it has to be Kiev. They just spread it around. Again, a lot of this shit doesn't add up to me. I'm calling hogwash. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling shenanigans on this. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Like I just said to Matt, again, I'm glad I'm 58.
Well, I mean, one of the things that the media is trying to claim now is that the Russians are getting ready for a chemical attack.
Yeah.
Really? The Russians are going to launch a chemical attack? Okay.
No.
What are their generals running around with freaking full beards and mustaches on them?
If they're getting ready for a chemical attack, that means they're getting ready to receive a chemical attack, and that means that obviously the Russian mafia's come through with the fucking heroin for them.
I don't see you don't see the defenses. You don't see them trying to put up a defense.
That's because they're not
barriers. There should be concrete barriers that were put in place during this whole build-up phase because the build-up was they were talking about this for freaking months. The Ukrainians said we're going to fight to the death, to the last man. Okay, you know, I appreciate the sentiment.
No grasp.
But did they just not decide to actually, you know, build any defenses?
No grasp. Like I just said, they're getting ready for the heroin supply coming in. That's the chemical attack.
The heroin supply.
Believe it. But the only thing that explains half this crap that we are seeing, okay, take it from me, there is something wrong. Okay.
They on the first day they hit something like between 8 and 15 pharmaceutical companies.
See what I mean? Yeah.
All right.
It's drugs.
I honestly think that there's far more going on here than we know.
It's not Putin.
This is not a serious.
It's not
a serious attempt to take the Ukraine.
It isn't. It's not Putin. It's the fucking Russian and Ukrainian mafias fighting over the drugs.
No, I don't think it's quite that. All right, because when you start rolling out T-80s, those tanks are decent tanks.
Yeah, but the Russian mafia have got them.
No.
Yeah, they do.
No, they I can see them running around with the T-72s that they gave to the Chechen special forces.
When you say Chechen special forces, you mean special forces.
They
Hey, good gun.
The Chechen Special Force Group. This is how it was written in the media. A Chechen Special Forces Group, led by this guy in the beard. All right, with 54 tanks, and I'm like, what freaking Special Force Group runs around with tanks?
Yeah, you can tell he's the leader of the Special Forces Group, Chechen Special Force Group, because he's the one who's allowed bullets in his gun.
So I don't. It seems to me that what Putin's doing now, maybe you're right in the sense, Batman, that this Chechen Special Force Group was one of the groups that he wanted to get rid of, because that's the only thing with explanation of what they would do with this.
Guys, Matt has explained everything here and now. Must be why Biden's handing out crack pipes. You have to be on crack to believe this shit. He is not wrong.
I don't disagree,
and I'm
but
all for the Ukrainians fighting off the Russians. I'm all for them putting it to it. But at this point in time, one of the things that I want to know about, right, is where are they? Where are all these anti-fascists? Where are all these assholes from Portland saying we're going to send a brigade over? Where's the Harpy Brigade? Where are they all freaking flapping their strong, independent women to fight the patriarchy and the evil white supremacists and the evil fascists?
Hiding under their
You got
beds.
one right now, and you got a group, and Zelensky has said, we'll take any fighters from around the world that want to join us. We'll supply you weapons. Well, that tells me we should be running around, picking these people up in mass and shipping them on over so that they can demonstrate their support for the poor Ukrainians.
Hey, Grobag. I hear in the US if you try to get women to sign up to selective service, the feminists are fighting that tooth and nail.
Yeah, of course they are. But that's why you got to
they want all the rights. They want all the rights, all the powers,
that was busy
and none of the privileges.
At the chief of police there, screaming about, you got to tell the truth, and we got to go out there. They're trying to get hit. Right there. Give her a plane ticket and a one-way freaking flight to freaking Kiev.
And the Kalashnikov.
She's volunteered to go out there and stop the fascists. She's an anti-fascist. She wants to go out there and stop Putin. We should be rounding these people up by the hundreds and dozens and sending them out there. Send out the Harpy Brigade and put an end to this.
Right, no, Brad. The thing is, the people who do care about this shit, who do think it should be stopped, are probably trying to get out there, and they're not yelling about it.
Doku, you're so right.
That's not how you spell here. That's the wrong kind of. That's the kind of here you feed to a horse.
I don't care.
I do care.
Well, that's a personal problem.
But not as much as Shirati does.
Go mental.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm addressing Antifa Black Bloc, so they're not going to do a difference anyways.
Is that your fair statement? You know, you're right. Okay. They like to give it all this. Here you go. Prove yourself. Impress me. Give me something to laugh at.
I mean, again, if they want to claim that they're going to bash the fash and fascism has no place, they're going to destroy the fascists wherever they find them. They're going to fight, take up arms. They will be victorious. Communist utopia, all this shit. All right, go. You have an opportunity. Perfect opportunity. Once in a lifetime.
Their fight against anybody who's prepared to fight back.
Yeah. Steve Shives, here's your chance. Here's your chance. Right? Apparently they have no problem with a bunch of dumbasses running around with beards in their militaries. All right? Here's your chance, Steve. All right? Show us what you're worth. You're a big tough man. You're a big tough freaking fascist.
Hold on, Nomad.
Well, now's your chance to really go out there and prove your chops and get on a plane and head right on over to Kiev and show them what's for.
I've got to pull you up on 3 points you made there about Steve Shives. He's not big, he's not strong, and he's not a man.
I'm actually okay with that. All three of those
still doesn't prevent him from being part of the Harpy Brigade, does it?
True.
Yes, because his wife left him because he doesn't have the nuts to satisfy her. And she's the one who basically gave him all of his rights and privileges. So, no.
Send him on over. Oh, he's talked a big freaking game. I think we should be going out there, and every time one of these freaking jackasses shows up, saying, "Here you go, here's your plane ticket.
Oh, just hit the bastards.
Here you go. Go out there and go show us all this." We should be rounding up college professors to lead the charge. There are plenty of these college professors that have been leading the charge on this Black Lives Matter and this anti-fascist bullshit. Well, here you go now. Now's your chance. Now's your chance to prove your mettle. Take your whole little core, especially you bastards in ASU that were all terrified of frickin' Rittenhouse. Well, now's your chance to really go out there and demonstrate against the fascists in the world. Let's see you do it.
Yeah, and Whoopi Goldberg can lead the charge.
She can fly on in on her wings. Let the rest of the harpies that are part of the view join her. Right? Let them go on there and just demonstrate what you're gonna do to sit there and stop good old Vlad.
Yeah.
I bet you if you made that kind of issue that kind of challenge to Kyle Rittenhouse, he'd buy himself a plane ticket.
I'm still waiting for the idiots out there to actually claim that this whole issue with Ukraine and Russia really actually affects
women more.
Women, and specifically women of colour, more than it does anyone else.
Oh, it's not just that. They're going to complain that it's a white supremacist, misogynistic exercise.
They've already done that.
What, the same as they did with meat?
You think I'm joking? They have already actually said that it's actually white supremacy is the reason the West are supporting, apparently, Putin. Yeah.
Well, let's see. If they don't want to support Putin, let's see them put a stop to Putin.
Yep.
You think that they're all supporting him? Why can't you
hold on a minute.
Why have you popped off on your broomstick, all right, taking your goddamn batteries out, all right, and actually flown on over there?
Nomad, you said that a lot before. Please get a new record.
Oof.
All right, so
I can answer your question.
Something in the sorry.
Hold on a minute, Doku.
No, actually, Doku, please.
Doku, go ahead.
Yeah, so Susan said something in the chat. YouTuber Johnny FD, who's in Kiev, walking around the city center. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can see, and let's do our best to talk over this so YouTube doesn't
before
get
you do,
panties in a wad.
Doku, could you send me the link to the picture about the gentleman with the plastic guns? Shirati has asked me to send it to her. So
before you go on, Doku,
you send it or I do it, either way.
Yeah, Joe Brad. The answer to your rant is quite easy. They're all gung ho in your face when it's safe, but when they've got even the slightest thing to lose, they'll hide.
Yeah.
Well, I know what they are. I know what kind of cowards they are. They're backstabbing freaking parasites.
Yeah.
They're just like the Germans. They're just like the Dutch. I love how the Germans and the Dutch are going, well, we had to ask our conscience, and we really had to do another thing down deep because we don't like moving weapons to the world. We don't like we don't want weapons to be hurting anybody. At the same time, both these bastards were giving Saddam Hussein whatever the hell they want, and hell, the Germans were building him a super cannon. But no. We're supposed to believe in the magnificence, all right, and the beneficence of these assholes. They've been parasites on the world for a long friggin' time. They're not just parasites in Europe, and it's about time the United States pulled completely out of NATO until these sons of bitches stand up and they actually say, yeah, we're interested in defending ourselves.
Like
because you know what? They have sat back too long and thrown knives at us at every damn chance that they got, and constantly come back and go, poo-poo America this, poo-poo America that. Oh, you're only going after the oil. Well, now's your chance to prove yourselves. Now's your chance to stand on up there. And where are they?
Going after the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, we need to get rid of NATO, get rid of the WTO, and just form the League of English-Speaking Nations.
Yep. Thank you, Doku.
I'm not. You think I'm joking, Nomad? I'm not. It would be brilliant, especially if you don't let New Zealand join, because they speak Chinese now anyway.
They will do soon. There you go, Shirati. It's in your Discord DMs.
So, just because Susan mentioned this, I find it curious. So I want to see exactly. This was streamed 7 hours ago. I'm going to put it on 1.5 speed. Share screen, and let's see exactly what it's like in Kiev.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we're not going to watch the full 35 minutes of this. I put it on 1.5, and I will be skipping.
Hold on, that's not Kiev. That's that's Durham.
It actually does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like any place in the
Oh,
UK.
wow. Yeah.
So Tim Pool's brothers in Kiev.
I mean, the pigeons seem fine.
Yeah. I'm.
Let's actually hear what he's saying.
Well, there's a military truck.
Так, привіт, я познайомився з Сергієм. Доброго дня всім.
That looks
Він зараз
suspiciously like the
намагається-
Can you slow it down so we can understand what you're saying?
It
Yep.
won't help. They're talking Ukrainian, I believe.
I've said this before. These vehicles, there's a lot of. They kind of claim that they've
why
shot up
did
a lot of
you-
armored vehicles. I don't have.
Shut up a minute.
Armored.
Shut up a minute.
Чому вирішив піти з Києва і що ти почув? Що тебе, які новини?
That's all right, you can talk. They're speaking foreign.
Told you. I can detect foreign. It's just a natural ability I have.
It's not that I don't think that the Ukrainians are trying to fight for their lives or anything else, but I'm not seeing it.
No.
I'm really not. If they destroyed 54 tanks, don't you think that there should be a lot of tanks that they're showing on these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, if soldiers on foot destroy 54 tanks, you can bet there was 154 to begin with.
Well, the question then becomes, okay, that was 54 from just one unit. They claimed to close to have destroyed over 200 tanks. Well, if that's the case, then where are they all?
Yeah.
Because
So this is the part-
generally, soldiers on foot versus soldiers in tanks, the guys inside the armored vehicle are going to win.
Generally.
Roughly 7 to 8 times out of 10.
Well, and that goes back to the other thing. If they're supposedly trying to cut off Kiev, why are they just in a one little narrow line going straight for it?
So this is the part that actually made me curious. So this is a grocery store in Kiev. Tell me if this looks remotely like a city that is desperately under siege or not.
It looks like Tesco's yesterday.
Yeah.
Johnny and Steve.
Yeah.
Hey, I just saw your podcast.
Oh, yeah, how are you?
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah.
We live around the corner.
Okay.
I was
We're
just talking
just
about
live
this.
stream.
Yeah, 'cause I was like,
And I was like, we didn't know that everything was closed, and we saw your live broadcast.
yeah. So it's a good time to just buy some groceries.
Notice the cuff
cool.
links in this guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That does not look like
Yeah.
anywhere that has military events occurring now, does it?
Yeah.
So it's okay. Yeah. So well
Yeah, we're
stocked.
Help. We,
Fans of the show.
Hold on.
We're still here.
come on, isn't that guy from fucking Seinfeld, his annoying fucking neighbour? It is, isn't it? Yeah, the fat guy who lived next door was always being a shit to him.
I'm going to agree with what Matt says. Looks better than the Walmart he went to the other day. You know what? I actually believe you, dude. I really do.
That's because they're all dressed in suits and ties.
Yeah, Matt, let's face it. Let's face it. The Tesco's in fucking downtown Beirut looks better than the Walmart you went to yesterday.
This is also true. It's fake, guys. I'm telling you, it is fake. Something is going on.
That's Sean Bean.
No, he's not dead.
It's Sean Bean.
No, it's not. He's not dead. You know
Yes,
he dies in
yes.
everything he's in.
Yet he did die in sharp.
Okay.
I just went to the grocery store yesterday. They have more milk stocked in this grocery store than they do at mine.
That's
Yeah.
because everybody's dead.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play anymore. I'm just gonna skip through this because
Well, that's Sean Bean.
Sean Bean is looking back at you.
It is. It's Sean fucking Bean. Look at him.
Sean Bean is not happy with me, Batman.
Why does he look happy? He's in on the joke.
He is judging you. I love that beard.
It
and
fucking
that
does
mask,
look like
though.
Sean Bean, though, doesn't it?
Who
Yeah.
was that guy that stood up there was trying to put the flags everywhere that people kept tearing down?
Oh, it was that fucking Just Do It guy, wasn't it?
Back at the turn at the
Just do it, him.
What are the chances that the manager of the grocery store shows up with what
Hold
I'm
on.
guessing his attendant or something, both in
Yeah.
suits, just in time for this guy to come in? Like, I don't know, man. I don't buy this. Like, I don't believe
Nah.
this shit. I know how influencers work. I know how this fucking game is played. Like, this seems predetermined to me.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf, yes.
Yeah.
Is Shia LaBeouf running around out here? Is that what this is really all about? The Russians are determined to rip that damn flag down again?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm not doing the fucking ads or anything, so we're just going to go ahead and call that a wall. I think we've seen everything we need to see.
Agreed. And SSM, you are so right, mate. You are being lied to. It just does not seem right to me, and Nomad agrees. It just feels wrong. We've both been in situations.
It feels
where
iffy.
This is not a serious attempt to take over the Ukraine. It is not.
No.
Your Brad, I was saying earlier, if it was real and the UK got pulled into it, I'm glad I'm 58 because I don't want to fight for this country. I would fight for the country I grew up in, but it isn't here anymore.
Nah. He's
I
not
got
wrong.
called back. I got another freaking letter that says, pursuant to presidential directive, blah, 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 you're ordered on active duty again. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm going to be real blunt. I'm not going back. Right? And the reason for it is because these bastards have taken things to the point now where you can't trust anything that they're saying.
Just tell them you're too old and your mind wanders.
No, they'll make him president.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't because he's a Republican.
No, he's a Democrat. Thank you. You think I'm joking? He's actually a Democrat.
Does he? Huh.
Yeah.
Well, he's a conservative, I should say.
That's
I am
better.
a conservative.
So you're like a Democrat, are you? You're a Democrat.
Technically, yes.
So you stand for slavery and the Ku Klux
I
Klan
am
and all
there
that.
as a subversive weasel within the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could actually see you as a subversive weevil.
No, I will admit that I like Vladimir Zelensky's commentary, especially the one about I don't need a freaking ride. I need ammo. That was good.
And you do fancy Nancy Pelosi. We know this as well.
Do you think they'll approve my waivers? To be honest, probably not. At this point.
If you went in there and confessed your love for Nancy Pelosi, yes, you'd be declared 4F straight away.
He would be sectioned within seconds.
Oh, he'd be locked up.
What's going on? I want the Ukrainians to win, right? I want the Ukrainians to fight on. I want to, but this is not. I don't think that the Zelensky. I think this is something that we're not being told what's going to happen. It's obvious to me that Vladimir Putin is not serious about seizing any kind of land or any kind of territory within the Ukraine. That is fully evident here. This is not an attack to try to take over. And if it is,
I've had a horrible thought.
You can expect Vladimir, all right, within the next several weeks, all right, to be hearing about purges where he has shot several of their incompetent general staff.
I've had a horrible thought. I mean, we've all seen what Russian game shows are like, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they saw endurance and they decided, hold my vodka. What if this is an entire hidden camera stunt being played on the Ukraine?
I'm not.
Let's face it. Would you put it past the Russians for this just to be an elaborate prank?
I mean, there's something going on though. The thing is that there is something is serious going on. I mean, because that missile strike into that apartment building, right, wasn't a joke.
No.
Could have been an accident.
Yeah.
An accident where you had the camera set up at the exact impact of where that point was going to impact? No, I don't think so. That's not an accident. They
That
hit that.
Could have been a phenomenally good
It's
accident.
not intentionally. In my estimation, that was an intentional strike right where it hit. I don't know what they were hitting. I don't know who they were hitting. Okay, but I do know that was an intentional hit on that building.
Would you like me to tell you what they was hitting, Nomad? There was a spider in there that was making sure they got the damn thing this time.
Oh, so it was Sharati. It wasn't the Russians. It was Sharati.
It was the Aussies, right? The Aussies had a little thing there.
No,
Hey,
if it was the Aussies, they would have just bought it a beer.
If they're Aussies, they'd probably taken it home as a pet. Let's be honest.
I read some stores in the United States are dumping out Russian vodka. That'll show them.
Yeah, genius.
Well said,
sis. Didn't you guys do that sort of in the 80s with, what was it? The various like rock music and shit. You've actually, I think, if I remember right, it was like Judas Priest, like a load of nut jobs bought the records. Yeah, bought the records, took them outside and burnt them, then went back in and bought some more.
Oh, real quick, Susan. Say what you want about Matt Walsh, but I got a tweet for you. I think you'll enjoy it.
Sweden isn't going to be neutral this time.
Yeah, buying all that Russian vodka is really going to punish them, isn't it? You idiots.
Again, say what you want about Matt Walsh, but that this is a valid point.
Yeah.
Isn't Germany still buying oil and gas from Russia?
Yes, they are. In fact, they just confirmed that they just bought a bunch of freaking Russian gas.
Yes, because they need it.
Yeah, it tells you we're really serious about this. Tells you you're really serious about fucking Russia.
It tells me that they are what they've always been: backstabbing freaking parasites that need to be cleansed with bleach.
Yeah, as long as that bleach comes in the form of a beryllium sphere with that plutonium core. You get where I'm going with this.
Oh yeah, very so. That would be adorable.
Oh God, hold on. I did just share this. I'm sorry. This is just fucking hilarious.
God,
I love the excessive amount of virtue signaling that is coming from this fucking event because holy fuck, it's really showing people just how fucking attached we are.
The best thing we can do is carpet bomb the Eastern Europe with neutron bombs.
No. Carpet bomb Eastern Europe with Tess Holiday.
How can you carpet bomb anything with Tess Holiday?
You develop
carpet bomb means you drop a lot of bombs, little bombs at the same time.
Yeah, okay. You drop one really, really, really big bomb, and it's her.
She just bounce.
I feel like this needs to be a thumbnail.
She bounced. Depending on the time of day, we'd either end up sailing away from the sun or towards it.
This is possible, yeah. It's insane, isn't it?
And this is wild. Let's just go through I just searched Russian vodka. Let's just go through the thread and see what did Catturd say. Nancy Pelosi has demanded that all Russian vodka be removed from the shelves and taken directly to her house. All right, tag it so I can retweet.
No, hold on. They'll pull Russian vodka off the shelves, but everything else in our country is made in China, and that's fine.
Yep.
All right, yeah, that. Hey, so not everybody is falling for the bullshit. That's good to see.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold on. Back up. Up, bit more. There. Stop. President-elect Russian vodka bot. Santa Cruz, California native, bottled for Red Oregon years ago. Patriot, MAGA, those guys. Yeah, fair enough. I thought it was going to be intelligent or witty.
Bolted for Red Oregon?
So they're pulling Russian vodka.
Eastern Oregon.
Do these people think that the Russian military is getting its revenue from vodka sales?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, I shouldn't.
Like I said,
I shouldn't
the
ask the
sanctions
question.
that they put in place are going to affect certain oligarchs within the Russian government. But you know what they're not going to affect? Any of the people that Vlad likes.
Mm-hmm.
Not one of the that I can tell. They didn't freeze his daughter's assets. They didn't freeze any. Well, this is really going to do some damage. To who?
Okay,
It's not Vladimir. Vladimir's not going to be affected. Russia's not overall is not going to be affected. Maybe
hold on. Dave West here.
Freaking oligarchs that he doesn't like.
Dave West here. Trudeau is really taking a position. Stop moving it. Trudeau is really taking a position, sanctioning $4 million of Russian vodka coming into Ontario, but not a word about the $554 million of oil imported into Canada from Russia. A patriotic Prime Minister, if we had one, would support our own homegrown Canadian oil and gas industry.
Yeah.
See, this is funny because I know Twitter
That
does.
one needs a like.
Yeah, you're right. That needs a like and a retweet, actually.
Yeah.
And I quite enjoyed this one, too, from Katrina Hayden. I thought this was actually going to be woke at first, but then I got to the end. Pour out your vodka. Stop using the Russian spelling/pronunciation. Expel Russian students and diplomats from the U.S., but whatever you do, do not call it the China virus.
Yep.
I know Twitter tries to curate things towards like what you're most likely to interact with. And I don't interact with a lot
I
of
just thought another reason why they're going after Russia. Which country in the world is still homogeneously and culturally a white Christian country?
Oh, that would one of the ones would be Russia.
Yeah. What does Western civilization now hate?
Yeah.
White Christian males.
And white Christian females.
Partly the entire Russian economy is vodka based. No, the entire culture is vodka based. But U.S. dumping Russian vodka isn't going to have any effect on the Russians drinking it.
If that doesn't get a like and a retweet,
like a retweet.
Fucking amazing. Wow.
Like a retweet.
Yep.
That is whoever did this. Thank you. Round of applause.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
See, this is funny. Look, my point about Twitter curating things to what you're most likely to interact with, like I get that. But I still interact with like some lefties because I get into arguments and debates on Twitter all the time. I have not seen a single fucking tweet of anybody falling for this bullshit. And the more and more I see people call it out, notice that they're just calling everybody Russian bots, Russian spies, Russian trolls. Like,
I am not Russian bot, honest gov.
By the way, has anybody seen Sophane? Has he picked up a rifle and headed over to stop the fascists and the white supremacists?
Actually, no. He's gone the way of his African ancestors. He's picked up a shield made of animal hides and a spear and is headed out there.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey, more power to him. But
hey,
I want to see him charging one of those tanks. That ought to be good.
Well, no, he'd be okay because he put on his Black Panther outfit. You forgot to like it.
No, he didn't. He's been liked and retweeted. Yep.
Okay.
Like I said, Nomad, he'd be okay. He's got his Black Panther pajamas on.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to tell you this, people, but the Black Panther was white.
Wow.
I just would like to see all these freaking little leftist fascists, that constantly decry everything in America and how bad America is. We'll go on over there and show us what it really takes to sit there and fight fascism, please. Come on.
Oh, I could easily show you what's like.
Right there, waiting for you guys to sit up there and show the world.
I could easily show you what it's like to fight fascism. Here, watch this documentary on World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go up a bit. Do I just want to look at that picture again? Is that Michael Moore?
No. Oh
the
my
back.
god!
It looks like
does
Michael
kind of look
Moore.
like him. This guy right here.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It does kind of look like him, doesn't it?
Oh,
A younger
wow.
Michael Moore, but there is some
Yeah.
resemblance there.
He's got one of the most punchable faces I've ever seen.
Well, that's if he's
Yeah.
ready to go bash the fash.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where are all these reporters that are running around sticking microphones in the faces like Alicia Milano? Hey, Alicia! Right? Where's your where are you forming up your Harpy Brigade at to go out there and defend the Ukrainians?
Well,
Right?
Six Semper Tyrannis has the right idea here.
I got COVID.
Russian vodka, 41 million in sales, not profit, gross per year. Russian oil, 53,000 or 530,000 barrels per day at $94 per barrel. That's $49,820,000 every single year. Yeah, dump out your vodka. That'll show them. How about we reopen Anwar and Keystone XL if you want to stick it to them? Good point. Good, valid point.
Yeah.
But see, no one is falling for this crap.
Nope.
I think we've. Oh wait, what's this from the New York Post? Oh yes, pull it from the shelves. Don't just dump it out. Pull it from the shelves too. You're no longer allowed to buy vodka.
That's only going to upset a certain number of people when you know it.
That's like when America banned Cuban cigars. Made them
Here we go.
illegal.
This
It actually doubled the amount of money that the Cubans were making from the cigars because they were being sold illegally for 4 times the price.
Well, Calvin here hit the nail on the head. Pulling Russian vodka from the shelves is stupid. You're not hurting the country. You're hurting the merchants that sell it. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, God, I hate this freaking super PAC, really American. Canadian liquor stores are refusing to sell Russian vodka. Who thinks U.S. liquor stores should do the same to pressure the Russian regime?
It wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does Vlad own stock in vodka?
Just type it wouldn't.
Vlad owns stock in oil. He owns several freaking oil areas. All right. So if you're willing to stick it to him, why don't you start sticking it to the people? That's what I was talking about.
This is what you call
the mob. The Russian mob is all part of the vodka. It'll hurt them.
This is what you call a token protest. A protest that is designed to appear like you're protesting, but you're not really.
Oh, Susan's just. I agree with Susan. Are the elites giving up their caviar? Are they bollocks?
Oh boy.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah.
It's a good one though, isn't it?
It just needs the 3 dots. There we go. There we go. Thank you for the idea, Susan.
Mm-hmm.
But see, nobody's falling for this shit. It's just resulting in crap like this where you have how many followers does Really American have? 386.9 thousand. It's just resulting in virtue signaling on Twitter and morons pouring out vodka that they paid for. Like this whole thing is dumb. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And if you call it out, you're gonna get called a fucking troll or a bot or a spy. Like I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit, but it doesn't fucking add up. I can tell you that much.
Yep. But unfortunately, gentlemen, we will be. Hey!
Hold on a minute. I'll tell you what else doesn't add up. 2 plus elephant.
Yes, it does. It equals goldfish. Don't be stupid.
No, it doesn't.
Right. Yes, it does.
I thought it was freshwater tuna.
No,
See,
don't.
Doku's right.
This is the proof that idiots like Batman and Doku don't know how to count. But they do say math is hard. Anyway.
Yes, this is the proof that idiots like Jensen really need to be locked in their padded cells and forgotten.
This is actually true. I completely agree, concur, and affirm this.
Left alone with their loving, caring sister B.
Oi, don't be nasty. You know that's illegal. Geneva Convention goes against it. Anyway, people,
the Geneva Convention.
Will you please?
No.
Once. I will mute you. Shush. Right. Yeah, that's better. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call it here. It is now, well, basically we've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. I hope you all enjoyed it. And again, my last comment, this entire thing is a load of rubbish. Don't believe in it. Watch as you find out in the near future that this was just a trick. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
bugger off. Go away. It's over.